Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor,
I'm Savannah.
and happy Lunar New Year, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Ayo.
Lunar New Year?
Lunar New Year. It is the year of the fire horse. If you're listening to this when it comes out, it was just officially the Lunar New Year. So,
Wow. I love that.
exciting.
I don't necessarily know what a fire horse is. So it's okay, so is it the year of the horse, but also a fire year?
No, it's specifically
So,
the year of the fire horse,
like-
which only happens every 60 years.
Like, does it go through fire, water, air?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look that up. But what I did look up was that the year of the fire horse stands for like rapid, often chaotic change, but like in a positive way, like transformation,
Wait.
non-reversible shifts, and bold action. Which, if you've
Guys.
been listening to our past few episodes.
Guys. The tarot cards we've been pulling.
Yes.
The last 2 tarot cards has actually been only 1 tarot card, and it's talked about how things are changing in order to bring about something better.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So that's kind of crazy.
Very crazy. Very crazy, but so everybody good luck on your fire horse year, because it's the only one we're going to get in our lifetime, so we better make it good.
Okay. Year? A whole year of this.
A whole year. Yes. A whole entire year.
Maybe that's why we got the card twice. They're like, this is actually going to happen for a while.
Because I'm just saying right now, what if we get it again?
Don't even.
That would be insane.
Don't even.
It would be crazy. But before we get into the tarot, which we stay tuned, because we will be getting into it.
Yes.
But we do have some movie reviews for the people. First and foremost, we saw Whistle. Somebody played Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, he was not in it, unfortunately. But honestly, what a crazy movie.
Yeah. No, it was...
Wow. I don't know what I was expecting going into that movie, but a concept I had never previously thought of in my brain.
I really liked it.
Yeah, same.
It was insane. It has to do with an ancient Aztec whistle.
Death whistle.
If you blow the whistle, then it brings your death closer to you. So
crazy.
That's the premise.
Yeah.
And
it was so good. Sleeper hit, honestly, because I was not expecting it to be that good.
Yeah.
But the second movie we saw, The Iron Lung by Markiplier.
Yeah.
How did you like it, Savannah?
I thought it was pretty decent. There was a lot of like parts that I wish were explained more. Because it's a movie based off of a game. Because, Markiplier, he's a gamer, so he's
just like Savannah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Never played a game in my life. But anyway, I could see how it's based off a game. Like, it definitely puts you in there like that. But the problem with that is it didn't really go into, like, the story as much.
Yeah.
As, like, it just went into, okay, this is a person in a real life situation based on this game. I don't know if I'm explaining that right.
I think that is perfectly explained. All that is so facts. I personally thought that was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. No hate to Markiplier. I'm so sorry, Markiplier. Like, I am.
At him right now.
I'm sorry at Markiplier. Like, I am genuinely sorry, but I hated it. Like, I hated it. I was like, I never say this. I truly never say this, but like 30 minutes in, I was ready to walk out of the movie. And I really will see any movie. I didn't walk out though. I finished it. I powered through.
Listen. I didn't hate it that bad. Like, I thought it was pretty decent.
No,
like
I don't think anybody else hated it as bad as I did.
But I did fall asleep during it. I am going to say that.
I actually forgot that happened. And that's a bad sign, because Savannah does not be falling asleep in the movies.
We did start the movie at like 9 p.m. though, and I do go to bed early. So that was part of it too. I was tired.
I will say though, Like, a part of the movie that I really hated the most is that how long it was for there to be no storyline.
Yes.
I still think we could have known exactly the same amount of info with 30 less minutes of that movie.
That's true. I think so too.
Like, it did not have to be that long because I was like, "Oh my gosh, wow." But, I mean, I feel like the premise was so cool. I just wanted to know more, and I know nothing.
Yes. No, I totally agree.
Yeah, but I really am sorry to Markiplier. I hated it so bad. I think my Letterboxd review was like I can't remember word for word what I said, but I was like, "It's just a really good thing he's hot." Because that's all that it was.
No,
For me in that movie, I was like, "It's just a good thing that he's hot," because it made it worth looking at, but, like, that was it.
we walked out of that movie and you said, "What's the lowest I can rate this?"
No, don't expose me. Okay, I didn't rate it as low as I could have. I could have rated it 0, but I personally don't believe any movie deserves a 0 if it was made, so I did rate it a 0.5.
Yeah.
But that's not the first 0.5 movie I've ever rated, so I'm just saying, guys, it was not for Taylor. It was not for me.
Yeah. I mean, and sometimes that's just it. It's just not for you.
And that's okay. And that's okay. But yeah, many movies to come, I will say. The list is ever growing.
Oh.
Especially now. I think it's the
really
longest it's ever been.
Oh.
Well, like tomorrow specifically.
Yeah, a lot of them come out this week.
Yeah, there's like 6 movies that come out.
For Valentine's Day,
yeah.
a lot of them come out for Valentine's.
So the list is piling up, but we'll see them.
Yeah.
We will.
We shall.
We shall indeed. Well, if you don't have anything else for the people, Savannah, we know what time it is. Zero time. Okay, guys. Watch me here and now that I'm about to shuffle this as hard as I can.
The clapping together.
These do not want to go together today. What the heck? Crazy.
Oh.
Why are they feeling so stiff? Maybe they're still so cold.
Yeah.
All right. It's a different card this time, guys. We have Judgment. Right side up.
I don't know if that sounds right.
If it sounds right.
Like, that doesn't sound like a good thing, right? To be judged.
No, I think that the Judgment card is good.
Okay. Let's find it in here.
Let's do it. It's part of the major arcana. That's the one thing I know.
It is. Yeah, do you know anything about what this means?
Nope.
Me either. Okay, Judgment. It corresponds to Pluto. And Judgment shows when it's time for a self-evaluation. You are at a crux. Shout out, Joe. You are at a crux for reaching a new life and must purge those things that would hinder you from being renewed. Okay, why is this exactly the same card as the Hanging Man? What was it?
The Hanged Man, yeah.
Hanged Man. Literally the same idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, upright is rebirth, absolution, renewal, and freedom.
Freedom, baby. That's the one word I was looking for. Yes. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
So now, what was, okay, I'm so sorry. Let's go back to, what did the Hanging Man really say? Okay.
I know that one word for the Hanging Man was sacrifice.
So the Hanging Man, yeah, it was talking about how it's time to end old ways and release your restrictions and sacrifice something to gain something new. And now it's telling us that we're at a crux for reaching a new life. And we need to do the same thing. Purge things that would hinder you from being renewed.
You know, another way that I'm taking that card, like, of course, yes, it goes along with, the cards that we've been getting the past couple weeks. But I'm also thinking that that is a direct manifestation telling us that we are going to get Joe tickets.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. We need to.
The tour was announced today, and he is coming here. So I'm just saying that card just told me that we're getting tickets to that. Thanks, cards. I just hope it's the truth.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah, same. We're big Joe fans here.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Joe, love you.
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
Yes,
And
well,
his movie comes out this week too.
Cold Storage, go see it. Not sponsored, but we love Joe, as I just said. So, anyway, Savannah, if you want to get into your story.
All right, let's do it. So, this week I'm going to be talking about the Devil's Tower. And if this sounds familiar, I have covered another Devil's Tower before.
Oh, okay. Okay, I remember when you covered the Devil's Tower.
Yes.
I didn't know there were multiple. Fun.
Yeah, so the Devil's Tower I covered before is in New Jersey, and it's a building.
Okay.
And this was in episode 159. And yeah, it's like a castle, basically like an actual tower that is built. But this one that I'm going to be talking about today is in Wyoming.
Okay.
And it's a national monument. So it's like it's a natural structure.
Okay.
Not
Fun.
like a building. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a national monument in a national park here in the US.
We know about the national parks.
Yes. And it's in Wyoming, as I said. It's a massive rock formation. So have you ever heard of this, the Devil's Tower?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I had either. I might have seen because I obviously I've been looking at the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I might have seen the picture before, but I don't know if I ever really realized what it was. But so you might have seen it.
Yeah.
But I'll show you. Okay. It's a massive rock formation. It's like huge. So it's about 1,267 feet.
Oh my God.
Above the surrounding terrain. So like if you're at the top, like that's how low people
That is so tall.
And if you're like at the bottom of where it forms, it's 867 feet tall from its base.
Oh, that's scary.
So it's huge.
Like literally. I can't even I think about swimming in a 20 feet deep pool. And that's huge.
Right.
So this is like far surpassed that.
Yes. And actually you can look up a picture of it. You should know what it looks like. It was the first monument to be dedicated as a national monument in the US.
Oh.
And it's dedicated by President Theodore Roosevelt in 1906.
1906.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually 10 years before why can I not say this word today? 10 years before the National Park Service was created.
Oh, I have seen this before.
Yep.
I have seen this before, absolutely. I didn't realize it was called the Devil's Tower, though.
Yes. Actually, there are some other names for it, too. So I'm going to get into that, actually.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. But that's the official name at the national park.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Devil's Tower, but...
That's crazy. I actually can't.
Yes.
I want to sit on top of it. Like... Yeah. You know how cool of a picture that would be? Like if I could do that?
No, true.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, so there are numerous stories about the tower in indigenous cultures.
I bet.
Different tribes have different oral stories about this tower. And it's sacred land for many tribes in the area, in the Great Plains, including the Lakota, Arapaho, Crow, Cheyenne, and Shoshone. And most of them call it Bear's Lodge or some sort of form of like bear's house, bear,
Are there bears? Is that a dumb question?
I mean, yeah, there's bears in this area.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So yeah. We're gonna go with Bear's Lodge because there's just so many other names for it. But yeah. Also, side note about why it was called the Devil's Tower, because the indigenous people, they call it Bear's Lodge, so why is it called Devil's Tower? That name originated in 1875 during there was an expedition that the white colonists they took out west, and they had they had an interpreter with them who was like talking to the natives, and they misinterpreted a native name to mean bad god's tower.
Oh,
So,
that's such a bad misinterpretation.
right.
Like, bad mistranslation.
When in reality, it means Bear's Lodge or Bear's Tower. So it's like, I don't get how they got that.
They just saw that this thing is like massive and big, and they're like, "That's the devil."
Right.
That's what they said. It's the devil's
Yeah,
tower.
yeah,
Like
something like
the
that.
big bad.
So they thought that that's what they had called it, but no. Nope.
Dang.
So it was a mistranslation, and it's still called that today.
Right.
So it's lovely. And also, while we're on this topic, in 2005, there was a proposal to rename it to Bears Lodge National Historic Landmark, but this was opposed because,
Boo.
quote, a name change will harm the tourist trade and bring economic hardship to the area.
How so? The name change doesn't change anything about how cool that place looks.
It doesn't. I guess it kind of, I mean, I guess it changes it a little bit. Like, would you rather go to a place called Bear's Lodge or Devil's Tower?
If I'm going to a place, that specific place though, I'm not going for what it's called. I'm going for the way it looks.
That's true.
Because that looks crazy. I don't care what you could say.
Either-
That's my house. I'm like, okay, I'm going there. You could say that's the DMV. Okay, I'm going there
Yeah.
because it looks that cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it was anything else, like a house or something, like a building, and it was named Devil's Tower versus Bear Lodge, I would not. I would want to go to Devil's Tower.
Yeah.
But this place is so cool. It don't matter what the name is. Those are just
I
haters.
guess.
The people who
I don't know. I
opposed
guess I
it.
can kind of see it in a way.
Okay, well, here's my proposal to them. Why don't we just try out Bear's Lodge for a year? And if it doesn't work, why can't you change it back?
It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot to change the name, right? I don't know.
I mean, people make it, they might make it hard, but in reality, a name's just a name.
You're right.
It can't be that hard.
Well, apparently people really disagree though, because
Yeah.
in 2014 there was another proposal to name it to Bear's Lodge, and it also got denied.
So lame.
So yeah, it's still called Devil's Tower officially.
Nice.
So anyway, now we know why it's called the Devil's Tower, but why do they call it Bear's Lodge?
Right.
So there's similar elements to many of the stories that are told throughout like different tribes. But the details in each one are different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell like a basic gist, you know, that, you know, some of these things might be different in other stories, but
for sure,
it's pretty similar in all of the you know, different stories. So it goes like this. Before the tower, two young girls were playing among large boulders in the area. Large bears populated this region. One saw the girls and charged forward, planning to eat them.
Oh my god.
So basically, yeah, they're like out here playing, and then this bear is like trying to chase them.
Yeah.
The girls ran away and went to the top of the nearest rock.
Smart.
They couldn't escape the bear though, because it wasn't high enough.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Great Spirit saw that the bear was about to catch these girls, and so the spirit like caused a rock to grow really tall, so then they could escape the bear.
Okay.
The bear continued to claw at the tower, but couldn't reach the top of the stone, and you can still see the bear's claw marks today.
Okay. That makes sense. That's crazy.
And this particular story says the girls are still at the top of the tower.
Oh, that's crazy. This is not very important, but do you know if it was a brown or a black bear?
No, I don't actually.
I was just curious.
Yeah. So yeah, basically these stories say that, you know, people were running away from a bear. A lot of them show like children running away from a bear, and then it just grows up from the ground to save them, you know, from the bear.
Yeah.
And then in the picture, like I told you to look up the picture, you can kind of see it looks like scratch marks from a bear.
It does. Yeah. It does indeed.
Yep. Also, people will climb this monument like every year. Like people climb it all the time, just throughout the year.
How do you climb it?
Like rock climbers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like no
Get
rope?
harnesses in. Yeah, they
Okay,
have
okay.
ropes and stuff. I
I
mean, I'm
don't really
sure they do.
understand how that works, if I'm gonna be so real. Like,
Me either.
I will
I have no
never.
idea.
Yeah. But okay.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but the rock climbers climb it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually closed to rock climbers in June because in June it's recognized as a sacred location and tribes will come to the area for religious ceremonies
That's cool.
to not have the noise and the distraction of the climbers.
That's really cool. That's also good to know. Don't go in June.
Yes. But there's also like this is not really like an official shutdown. It started in 1995 and it's actually voluntary
Oh.
with the climbers.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
legally, I think you can still climb it during June, but just for respect,
Yeah.
they shut down for June. To respect the climbing community and native community. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the climbers for that because that's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Way to respect the community.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, there's also a social media theory out there about this place.
Oh.
And this is actually what caught my eye about this this tower in the first place. It's not quite like a conspiracy theory, but like kind of in that realm, I guess. The theory is that it's actually the world's largest petrified tree stump.
Okay, cause pause. When I looked at the picture, I was like, why does that look like a giant tree?
Yeah.
It looks so much like a tree.
Right.
But it's a rock.
Yeah. But petrified trees are technically rocks.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Yeah, because they're petrified rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, was it actually a tree at one point? That's how tall trees were.
Can you imagine? If you are not looking at this video, you need to go to Instagram right now and see a picture of this because that's crazy.
Yes.
That's a crazy conspiracy theory.
Yeah. This theory also claims that there's a large petrified root system underneath the stump.
Well, yeah, if it is a tree, it would have to.
Yeah. So yeah, this basically the theory is just saying that this is how big trees actually used to be, and this is evidence that this is like the last one. But I don't know.
No, because listen, I have a list of podcast ideas of things I'm going to cover in the future. And on that list is that giants used to be here. And so perhaps I'll have to look into that because if that's their last tree, maybe it's got some substance to the story.
Maybe. I do have the science behind it though, so it might disprove. We'll see. But that was really what caught my eye about this, because like just seeing that picture and like thinking about that being an actual tree at one point is crazy. Because somebody did the math, and if it were similar, because also like it's hard to judge how tall it would have been because different trees will grow to different heights, in different proportions. But if it were a similar tree to a sequoia, it would have been over a mile high.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And if it were a similar ratio to a redwood tree, it would have been over 3 miles high.
Oh my God.
So like it could have been
That's really crazy.
Right.
Like even if it even if you imagine like not all the trees were like that, even if it's just this one tree that was that big, that's mind-blowing.
I know.
Like, okay, can't we? Okay, you have the science. I have so many
questions. We're getting into the science right now. So the formation of this tower began around 41 million years ago. Okay. It's really, really old.
Yeah.
During the late Eocene epoch, it was actually so the science says that it was created by volcanic activity.
Okay.
Yes.
So rock.
Yeah. So basically molten rock, aka magma, intruded into the sedimentary rock layers, but it didn't reach the surface and like erupt. So it basically like pushed up the land around it and like formed this
formation.
Formation, and like didn't erupt like a volcano.
Kind of, though.
You know?
Like almost low-key, it looks like that though, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's almost to the point of eruption, but then it just stops.
Yes, kind of.
But the weird thing is that the top is flat.
Yeah.
Like I just
know,
feel
that
like,
part is weird.
don't you think that it would just be more jagged and not like so perfect? It's like, I mean, I'm sure it's not perfect, but from the pictures, it's pretty flat, relatively. Right. You know?
No, I know. Crazy. That part is weird, but I guess because, I mean, this is like the plains, like the Great Plains.
Yeah, it is already flat.
It's already pretty flat out there,
that's
I
true.
guess.
That's true.
So I don't know if that has something to do with it.
Yeah, no, it probably does. It probably does.
I don't know. So the magma underneath, it cooled, and that's how it formed the columns you see on it today, like that's from the magma. Or from the bear.
The bear claw is what I was gonna say.
So scientists, they're just so intense about every time I like looked up the theory about it being a tree, everything said it's not a tree, it's not a tree, it's not a tree.
Let us be whimsical for 1 second, please, right. Scientist.
So they said it's not petrified wood because petrified wood forms when trees are buried in sediment and mineral rich groundwater flows through it, and then the minerals will get into this tree stump and make it into rock like that from the minerals. And so that's what turns it into stone. But the Devil's Tower is composed of igneous rock, and that does not have the same cell structure as petrified wood does. Fine,
science, fine.
So
it's not a tree.
Unfortunately, not as cool as it could be, but
because I was gonna say, wouldn't an easier solution just be like to dig a little bit and see if there's a root system?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, we don't have to because it's not a tree. Okay, fine.
Yeah. And I think even if there was some sort of thing underneath, there's some sort of like explanation, right?
Boo. Boo. I just want it to be a tree. It's reminding me.
I wanted there to be a chance.
Yeah. It's reminding me of the tree from Avatar, like the tree of life. That's what.
I still have never seen Avatar.
Oh, you never even seen the first one? Well, just know that there's like a beautiful one singular giant tree of life.
Okay, actually, I think I've seen a picture of it.
Like, and they have it at like Disney World.
Yes, and it's like glows and yeah.
So maybe we're just living in Avatar land.
Maybe that's what it was, and it got cut down.
They're trying to hide it.
And since the tree of life got cut down, that's why we're having this year of struggles.
Yeah, so true. That's exactly what it is. And there you have it, folks. Our scientific explanation.
Yes, exactly.
The Taylor and Savannah special.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the Devil's Tower, and honestly, I think I like this Devil's Tower better than the other one I talked about.
Yeah, no, same.
And I want to go see it in real life.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I don't think I realized that was like, Wyoming's not really that far. I mean, it is, but it's not. I've been there.
It is pretty far.
I've been there though, so like, not that far. In my head, I'm like, it's not that far.
Isn't there like cowboys in Wyoming?
Yeah. Savannah's like, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. Yeah, that's crazy. I would love to see that. And I wish I was a rock climber because I would love to go on top.
Yeah. See, I don't think I could do it though.
No. Could not and would not. I'm not afraid of heights even, but like I would probably fall. Because, I'll tell you right now, I don't know how to hook the things. I don't understand how that's even scientifically possible that they can have hooks when they're not starting from the top. I know it's possible.
I think... Do you hook it as you go?
No, yes. That's what I'm saying. I would fall.
I wonder if are there thing?
No.
Do they put stuff in the wall to hook yourself into?
No, Savannah. That's what I'm saying. They just put it into the rock. And they trust that. That's what I'm saying I could not do. Power to the rock climbers out there. And if I'm wrong about that, somebody let me know because I don't think I am.
Right,
that is so scary.
I've done indoor rock climbing.
Yeah, me too.
And that's
and I would do that again.
That's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, not the outdoor.
Outdoor? And honestly, I need a line from the top
Yeah.
for me to really
Honestly,
trust
I
it.
think when I've rock climbed before, it was like vertical too.
Oh,
Or no.
horizontal?
Yes, horizontal. I said the wrong one. But
Horizontal? That
because
seems
like you
hard.
go
Yeah,
across
that seems
like
hard.
that way, so you're not going up high.
Yeah, no, that makes
So I
sense.
think the falling off really is what scares me.
Yeah.
So if you go horizontal, you don't.
Yeah, you don't fall.
Or if you do
Far.
fall, yeah, you don't fall far.
Listen, maybe that's the way to do it. So maybe would you rock climb the Devil's Tower sideways?
No.
Just go all the way around it?
No, I feel that'd just be pointless. Like,
It
why
would be
I do
pointless.
that?
It would be so pointless. I'm weak at that. I can picture you doing it, actually.
Oh my god.
Well, there's literally no way to move on. I'm looking at the story. There's just not.
That's literally every time.
No, sometimes we're like locked in. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah, like sometimes we're like connected in
yeah.
our stories. And
Not right now.
I can find a connection.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Okay.
I don't know about this one for real. So I have for you the legend of the Falcon Lake Incident. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
So, okay, I found the story because I found out that in Canada, there is something that they refer to as the year of the UFO. And obviously, that's something I needed to find out about. So, the big year of the UFO in Canada is 1967. 67. I had to. I did.
Oh my God.
But it's called the year of the UFO because there was not one but two huge UFO events that happened in 1967 in Canada. The most famous one was the Shag Harbor incident in Nova Scotia on October 4th, and I covered that story in episode 215. So after you listen to this one, go listen to 215 if you haven't, because then you'll get the full year of the UFO, you know?
Right.
But the second most famous event that happened in 1967 was the Falcon Lake Incident. So let's get into it. This one happened first, May 20th, 1967. Obviously, we are at Falcon Lake. Shocker.
Falcon Lake. Where is Falcon Lake?
Manitoba, Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Yes. Okay, it's approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon on May 20th when Constable Salaki was, which if you don't know, constable is like essentially a police officer for Canada.
Okay.
So
do they don't have police officers?
They do, but they're just called, instead of police officers, they're called constables.
Right.
They're called like there's different names even for the police. Like
is it
they're
like the sheriff?
I don't know. I think it's just like officer.
Right.
Not like boss.
The constable.
The constable.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
Well, they used to call police officers that here too, but then
so weird.
Then it changed. Yeah. But anyway, so this constable was flagged down
Right.
by a man on the side of Trans-Canada Highway 1. So,
Okay.
you know, he was just chilling on the job, and then this man is walking down the highway, being like, help me. So, crazy. Obviously, he stops, and the man is actually like, no. Stay back. Stay back. Like 11.
Okay.
And he's like, whoa, okay, what do you mean? And he's like, no, you don't understand. I either have a disease on my skin or radiation, and you don't want to get close to me. But I need help.
Both of those are bad.
Yeah, both of those are not good at all. So according to the police report, Stephen Mikulak, he is at the time, he was a 50-year-old mechanic.
Okay.
And Stephen, you know, he claims that he saw two spaceships that glowed red and rotated.
Two of
them
were
things.
there at the same time?
Yes. He said that he was so drawn to it that he reached out and touched it, one of them, and his hat and shirt was burned when he did that.
What?
I'll get into the details later, but this is just quickly what he's telling this police officer. So Stephen did refuse to show the officer his burned shirt because he had it inside this briefcase, and he was like, no, it's literally radioactive. I'm not taking it out. I'm not taking it out of here until we can get it to some kind of a lab.
Oh my God. Yeah, honestly.
And the officer was like, okay. Like, the officer was, honestly, he was sus of this man.
Okay, if his shirt and hat were irradiated, he would be too. He would have radiation all over him too, right?
Well,
And also, like, wouldn't it just
Well,
come right through the suitcase or whatever he had in?
right, but this is 1967, so, like, did people know that
Yeah, probably
really?
not.
I don't know. Yeah. But, Stephen, you said, like, would he not be burned? He was. He was.
Okay,
And so
okay.
he shows the officer his skin and the marks on it. And the officer was like, I mean, yeah, there was stuff on it. I'll get to the pictures here soon. Because, yes, there are pictures. But Stephen said that he was prospecting the land, and, like, that's what he was doing out there when this happened to him. And the police officer was like, well, Stephen didn't have any equipment on him.
What?
And I'm like, yeah, because he ran away from.
What do you mean he doesn't have equipment?
Like, immediately, this man was like, he's not believable. So when I was first reading the story, I was like, this story sounds like such a scam, because it was coming from the POV of this man who did never even 1 second try to believe him.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, well, I mean, I don't know. He was like, Stephen also, he was acting a little drunk. He was seeming like, I don't know, like hungover, drunk, some suspect. But he didn't smell any alcohol. And I'm like, well, maybe he's acting like that because he just saw a UFO.
Right.
And he's also burned. like maybe
So
there's like adrenaline going through his body.
Did he see the burns on him?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did.
So he's like, yeah, he's acting really weird, and like he looks injured, but that's clearly not why he's acting weird.
Right. And so then the police officer is like, okay, well, let me take you to the hospital. And Stephen's like, no.
Why? What do you mean?
I don't know. He's just like, no. And the officer was like, all right, bye. They were like, okay, like, that's it. They both went about their day. Stephen took a Greyhound bus home. But
Greyhound bus?
I honestly, let me tell you what I personally, Taylor's theory of what was going on. I think his adrenaline was probably just so high, he wasn't thinking clearly. And the officer was really not offering him much help at all.
In that type of situation, like, I mean, I guess you can't force him, but like,
I mean, yeah,
maybe he should have tried to force him.
I kind of think you can as a police officer.
Yeah, right.
Like, you can kind of do anything.
Like, no, yeah, you do have to go to the hospital.
Yes. Or at least, like, take him somewhere. Don't just leave him on the side of the highway. What do you mean?
That's crazy.
They're like, okay. He said, okay, well, then I'm leaving.
That's insane.
So Stephen takes a Greyhound bus home. But the second he gets home, he is like, okay, no, I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, I think his adrenaline wore. That's why I'm like, I think it was just adrenaline, because I think it wore off on his ride home, and he's like, okay,
I see.
let's go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So this is a picture of his burns.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. We will insert them. So 2 days after he was hospitalized, obviously they cared for his burns and like they sent him home. But 2 days after he was hospitalized, Stephen contacted the Winnipeg Tribune and was interviewed by reporter Heather Chisvin. The paper published his story under the title, I Was Burned by a UFO.
I mean, that sounds pretty accurate to what he said.
Right. So. And of course, it did not take long for this story to spread like wildfire. Like, people were so drawn to this story. And soon enough, there were dozens and dozens of reports based on his story. Mm-hmm. So the full report, let's get into it, what he really said. So he's out there, like he said, prospecting the land. He has like tools and stuff, welder's helmet.
Yeah.
He's just doing the things that he needs to do. When all of a sudden he looks up and he sees 2 flying things in the sky.
Okay.
He said that they were both about 35 feet long and they were metallic in color. And one of them was like kind of like staying floating, and the other one comes down and like lands in the grass. Okay. And when it lands in the grass, he's like, okay. And he like is not close to it, but he's not far,
Right.
And the door started opening. And it like hisses and a typical.
Yeah, like as if you're on a UFO or something.
No,
like
quite literally.
UFO door.
Yes. So it opens. He's like, what the heck is going on? The second the door opens, it's emitting a bright violet colored light. And he said that the light was so bright that he had to put his welding helmet back on to like block out the light. So the door's opening. Nobody's coming out though, but he can hear human voices, not alien voices. And he's like,
okay.
And it's crazy because like, don't aliens normally talk like in your head?
Yeah.
This is like voices he's hearing with his ears.
Okay.
which I feel like is so not normal.
But how is he knowing that it's human voices? He's just assuming because it's like speaking English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yes, but specifically, he also says like it was like high pitched talking.
Oh.
Like kind of like children almost, like excited, like they were like excited talking.
Okay.
So very specific and very not normal. But
no, yeah.
Yeah. So Stephen did try to speak with them. He spoke to them in multiple different languages. He knew like 5 languages. Never got an answer back from them in any language at all. They never actually talked to him the whole time. So what were they doing? I don't know.
They just talked to each other.
Literally.
They're like, yeah, this guy, like, he's not even here.
Did they even know he was there? Is what I want to know. Like, because I don't know.
Oh, I wonder, like, did he understand what they were saying at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So then the door starts to close after a couple minutes. And that's when, after it closed, he goes up and he touched it. Because he was like, I'm going to at least touch it.
Yeah.
And that's when it burns his hand.
Oh.
The second he touched it, it burns his hand. Oh. And then the UFO starts spinning counterclockwise. And when it did that, that's when it caught his shirt on fire and knocked him back into the ground. So it was, I really don't even think they knew that he was there. Like,
that's
genuinely.
Actually insane. Like, what do you mean? He just wandered onto a spaceship and
he didn't go on it, but he was just up at it. But yeah, literally.
Yeah, he like wandered over to it
and then it's like taking off and he flies backwards.
What?
Like,
that's crazy.
It's crazy. I know. So his shirt caught on fire and he knocked on the ground, and luckily he was able to get his burning clothes off.
Yeah.
And as he's like ripping his burning clothes off, the craft lifts up 40 feet in the air and flies away. Both of them gone at that point. Yeah. And so Stephen was reportedly burned in a checkerboard pattern when the craft took off. I'll show you more pictures soon.
Okay, because what you showed me already was not really.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you more pictures here soon. Because that was just one area of that's the first area that he showed to the first police officer. But there's more.
Okay.
Yes. So, and that is when he takes off and starts walking towards the highway. And on his walk towards the highway to try to get help, he actually threw up multiple times before the constable found him, like immediately. Yep. And so, yeah. And so Stephen drew a picture of what he saw. Let me show you.
Oh my God. Flying saucer.
Serious flying saucer energy. Flying saucer if I ever saw one personally.
Yeah.
Yes. So Stephen also said in the spot where the UFO landed in the grass, it had left a circular indentation where grass and leaves were moved and like burnt.
Oh my God. Wait, so did they go back there and prove it, or it's just all his recollection?
We'll have to see, won't we? So he says that it's probably from the heat of the vehicle. Obviously, it burned him even when it was taking off. So, So his shirt that was in the briefcase, it was taken out, studied, and photographed. And it does show a grid-like pattern of marks that were different from the ones that I showed you before, but it's a different part of his body. Like that's obviously like near his neck and stuff.
Right.
Yes. But you can see how burnt.
Yeah.
It's so burnt.
Yeah.
Like that's like a tank top undershirt.
Yeah, I can see the grid like pattern like you're saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So yikes. Yeah, big yoinks on it. Big yoinks. So due to all the press that this story was getting, the Canadian authorities have to get involved at this point, and they start multiple investigations. So the Royal Canadian Police, the Royal Canadian Air Force, the Department of Health, the Department of National Defense, the American Aerial Phenomena Research Organization, and finally, the U.S. Air Force. All of those agencies, which are 7, did investigations on this.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
They okay, so that means that they really thought something could have happened here.
You keep that in your mind.
So that, yeah.
Yeah. Because if I'm being really honest, his story, crazy. But that's just one man, and I don't know if I believe one man.
Right, and I think a lot of these types of stories don't really get looked at by these big organizations.
Very true. Very true, but this one did. This one sure did. So we will get into the American Aerial Phenomena Research Organization. So It's also known as APRO. So the APRO investigation. The officer was named J.B. Thompson, and he photographed Stephen, went through all of his medical records of the night of the incident and before. And the medical records describe several round and irregular shaped burns the size of a silver dollar. J.B. Thompson concludes that the burns on his skin don't match the burns on the clothes. I will say the clothes were burnt significantly. So I don't know if we can fully compare.
Right.
But we know, okay, sure.
Huh.
Sure. And that's just what they say. They're like, the burns don't match up. That's what we got.
Yeah.
So, okay. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigated him the same day, only a few hours later. He had lost 13 pounds in the 3 days since the incident, and this was confirmed.
What?
Yes.
In 3 days?
Yes. Stephen claims that this was due to the headaches and vomiting that had not stopped since the incident.
No.
He had not stopped at all for 3 days. The officers checked his burns, and they said that they were all kind of localized to one spot on his body, and that they looked like an extremely worst kind of sunburn you can have. Which, do you know what that sounds like? Radiation.
Yeah, it does.
So, yes. So it's important to note that in all of these investigations, they asked Stephen, why did you not show the constable, the first person you told, the burns on the shirt? Valid question. And Stephen claims at first that he does not want to expose anybody to radiation. And they're like, I don't know. So then they're like, okay, well, fine. Then why have you never taken anybody out to where the ship was landed?
Right.
I mean, it had only been 3 days, guys. I don't know. He was burned, but okay, sure. Valid question, I guess. Stephen says, well, actually, he didn't want to take people out there because, he was prospecting the land and he actually found nickel out there.
Oh.
Essentially an oil strike, but a nickel strike.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm trying to get rich out here. I don't want anyone to take it.
Yeah, he was like, I want to protect it for myself. But then he was like, okay, guys, I will take you out there as soon as I'm physically able to take you out there. We can go.
Right.
Fine.
Yeah, honestly, he's been sick this whole time.
Can you just give him a minute? It's been 3 days.
Yeah,
it's been 3 days. Clearly, I don't know. Because in so many of these sources were so against this man. It was crazy. I'm like, guys, just
chill out.
Just listen to him for a second. Maybe he's lying, but maybe not. Yeah. Anyway, they sent off the shirt and tested it for radioactivity. Absolutely nothing was found on the shirt.
Oh, that's kind of surprising.
That's right. So police also interview the employees of the Falcon Lake Hotel where he was staying. Okay. The employees say that he consumed several beers that night before the incident.
All right, so they're just trying to blame it on him being drunk or what?
Yep. They are. So, the facts of the case. We're moving on to June 26, 1967, which is 1 month later. That is when Stephen finally agrees to take them out to the spot. The police did tell him not to go out there before they all go out there.
Right.
Did he listen? No. But he was always honest. He was like, no, I did go back out there.
Okay.
He had returned before he took them back out there and collected several items from the area without the police. Which, he was getting his tools, but he also collected soil samples for himself. Mm-hmm. He claimed that he had them tested, and they were all found to be highly radioactive.
Okay, so he's doing his own side testing just because he's like, I don't really fully believe you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So do you know what happens after this?
No, what?
The police go to his house and they take possession of all the soil samples that he took.
They said, actually, you're not allowed to have this.
You can't have this. Yeah, they took them all.
We're taking it back.
They took them all and they tested it for themselves. And guess what they found?
They said we didn't find anything.
Dangerous levels of radioactivity.
Oh, shit.
Dangerous. Actually serious levels of radioactivity.
Okay, so there wasn't any on his shirt.
No, but there was in the soil. Correct.
Weird.
Yes.
Weird.
Yes. So, when the police came back, with this information, they did tell Steve, okay, yes, the soil was radioactive. he was like, okay, fine, I'll fully cooperate with you. Like, maybe now, if you guys believe me a little bit, we can be on the same page. So I think that's why they were like in such a power struggle before. It's because he knew that they didn't believe them.
Yes.
And they're not really respecting him even. So he's like, I mean, I'm not
like
going to cooperate.
They both didn't believe each other.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Totally. But now they're like, okay, we have a collective agreement that something is weird going on here. So, so now they're like, let's go out there together as a team. So they go. Investigators find a semicircle where moss and grass were completely burnt, gone. Just like he said, the circle that was burnt in the ground. It was there. They saw it. Okay. There was trace amounts of radiation found on and in the rocks nearby. These levels like weren't dangerous to humans, but technically shouldn't have been there still. Like,
right.
You know, rocks aren't really radioactive, especially out there. So they were like, that's a little bit weird. But the soil was tested directly from out there, and even though it was still radioactive, it wasn't nearly as radioactive as the soil that was at Stephen's house that he had collected himself.
Okay.
So they were like, why? Why? The scientific chemical answer is that chemists suggest that the radiation may have came from a contamination by commercially available radium-based paint at the time. So they're saying that possibly Stephen was also painting his house with this paint, and that's how the soil at his house was contaminated.
So they're saying you took the soil samples, brought them to your house, and then they got the radiation from the house, not even from...
Right. They're like, yeah, it has to be the radium-based paint that you're using to paint your house because you've been so well and healthy in the past month after you were burned. Like... It's very suspicious. Very suspicious.
Okay. But also, why was he using radioactive paint? Like, what do you mean?
No, it was just common at the time. Like,
that's actually crazy.
Yeah. And it wasn't like they didn't know it was radioactive, but it was just later found that this radium-based paint was radioactive. Oh, shocker. Shocker. But you know, back in
radium paint was a thing.
Me neither. But like lead paint is even still a thing.
True.
Today in 2026, the big year. So I mean, it's not very shocking to me that this was a thing back then, but I don't think that's a very good excuse, I will say, government. Like, maybe, but anyway, June 30th, the press reported that Stephen's claims were being investigated. So, as you can imagine, now the public is like, oh, okay, we've heard his side, but now the government is investigating it, so now it must be real.
Right, yeah.
And this is when a lot of other reports start coming in of people seeing UFOs. I mean, it is the year of the UFO, if you don't remember. So there was tons of reports. But yeah, as I said, the police, you know, they reported the president, somebody help me, the presence of burnt vegetation on the ground. And as of November 6th, 1967, the government said that they would not publicly release the investigation report. That's suspicious, okay?
Okay.
Suspicious.
They don't want no one to see it.
They don't want nobody to see it, no. So, moving to the next year, 1968, Stephen publishes his story in a 40-page pamphlet called My Encounter with the UFO.
Oh, okay.
And in this story, he reveals for the first time that his burns actually returned once before, within the year. That one day, they came back. He didn't see it again. He didn't get burned again, but the burns were back.
Interesting.
And I will say that the burns, they do kind of line up to the shirt burns from that original day.
Yeah.
Like, exactly, almost. So.
Okay, I do want to back up, though, because can you call it a pamphlet if it's 40 pages?
No. But.
I guess it's not big enough for a book, though, right?
Yeah. Because, I mean, what do you call it? What, like, honestly? I guess pamphlets could be any size.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because 40 pages, I mean, you can't say, like, a children's book. Just a UFO.
40-page pamphlet. That's crazy.
Because also you can't really say research paper because you're not researching. So I guess that's the only term that they could.
Yeah.
They could have just said baby book.
Yeah.
Okay.
A novella. Except
is
that's not.
Love? No, I don't actually know what that is.
A novella is a small novel.
I feel like maybe that would.
Except it's not a novel, so.
You're right. You're so right. Pamphlet it is, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it is a pamphlet.
Hate it. Hate it bad. But anyway, on August 6th, 1968, Stephen was evaluated at the Mayo Clinic by multiple
Okay.
psychiatrists.
Right.
In his medical report, they claim that they cannot find any evidence of mental or emotional illness from Stephen.
All right. Honestly, that is surprising to me. Because what do you mean?
Well, he wanted to prove to the people. He was like, because people were like, oh, he's crazy. He's crazy.
Okay, but even if this is true, you would think you would have develop some sort of something from it.
Maybe. Well, I think they're just trying to say like he's of sound mind. Like he's not like
True. No, I know.
psycho.
Yeah,
But
you're
like,
right.
no, you're right though. You're right. But he was like, no, I just have to prove. Like I don't have, because people
Yeah.
were really attacking him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people don't really agree,
Yeah.
especially back in the day of like, oh, I saw an alien.
Yeah.
They're not like, yay, you're so cool. They're like, weirdo.
He's like, you are weird and you're making this up. And why are you making this up? You're crazy.
You're crazy. Yes. Exactly.
So you had to prove he wasn't crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yes. So as soon as this came out, and it was in August, by October of 1968, the American UFO conspiracy theorists found this story, and they were accusing the U.S. and Canadian governments of covering this up.
Oh.
Because they were like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
So November 14th, 1968, Stephen himself comes out and accuses the government, both American and Canadian, of covering up the story to avoid national panic.
Wow.
The update is to this very second right now in 2026, they have never released the official report of this. Still hiding it to this day. At Canada, at US, release the tapes, release the files. We need to see them.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to know
what are you hiding?
Like, because if they didn't find anything, then okay, tell us that.
Well, that's because they found something.
Yeah.
Clearly, they found something. Shocking. Very shocking.
Interesting.
So, yes. There was something that came out a little bit after this. Some person said that they found came into possession of this piece of metal that Stephen himself had found at the site. Okay. That's what this person was claiming. And they said that it was 95% silver, but very radioactive. This had people going for a minute, but it was actually proven to be a hoax by some random people. It had nothing to do with Stephen for real. But they did actually get the metal tested, like the government, and it did show up as radioactive. So they were like, okay, well, how? And they were able to determine that the metal had been dipped in pitch blende, which is just like a chemical that makes it radioactive. Okay. So it was just me neither, but it had been just a complete and utter hoax they were trying. And so I'm like, why would they do this though? Because the story, like why, just why? Some people, I don't understand, but yeah, it had nothing to do with Stephen, completely fake, but I just wanted to mention it in case somebody was curious about that. What are the skeptics saying, you might ask? Well, they claim that Stephen's burns were a result of an accident from his alcohol use, per what the employees said.
They're all just like, this guy's drunk, he's crazy, don't believe him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they were like, yeah, he made up the story to hide however he really hurt himself, like when he was drunk.
I just don't get why you would make up a whole story like this. For what?
For what? It's not like he got famous. It's not like he got rich. He got ridiculed.
Right. Like for all these details you put into it, like
right. Like if somebody is making it up, this is just so elaborate, honestly.
Yeah, right.
And also, it can't just be made up because why are 27 governments investigating it?
I know.
Like, yeah. Another thing that the skeptics say is that his skin reactions were just allergic reactions to something, and that the rest was fake. I'm like, okay. So these skeptics really have no legs to stand on. They're just like, yeah, it's fake. Like, okay.
Oh God.
So in pop culture, in the original Unsolved Mysteries series, Stephen himself has an episode. It's season 5, episode 5. Okay. I watched it. He's a cute little old man in it. And it was crazy. He tells the story himself. It was really crazy. It was wild.
Yeah.
And it was so old because it was like, it was fun
What
to watch.
year did it come out?
Oh man, I didn't write it down,
Like,
but
was it?
it was like late 90s, early 2000s for sure.
Yeah, okay. And this originally happened
in the 60s.
In the 60s. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was a little cutie.
Yeah. He I'm surprised. Like I wonder if he remembers it in the same detail, or
right.
I guess this kind of became his life afterwards.
He did write the pamphlet immediately after.
Right. Okay,
so I mean, you know, whether or not all of the details are true in that, it was immediately written after. So
yeah.
He can probably remember most of it because of that. But there are also TV shows, songs, movies, books, all about this story. It's everywhere. And really fun fact, Stephen's son, Stan, say that 5 times fast, he actually continues the UFO work of his dad now. He's written his own books where he's compiled other people's stories from the Falcon Lake Incident and other people in the area. So he's continuing the good work. And he's like, you know, my dad's not lying.
Right, yeah. He's like trying to, do something.
Yeah, do something.
For the
prove.
UFO community.
So I will end this story on the absolute funnest fact I could ever find.
Oh, I need to know. What?
In 2018, the Royal Canadian Mint commemorated the 50th anniversary by issuing a $20 non-circulating silver coin for this UFO incident.
Oh my gosh.
The front side has Queen Elizabeth II. The other side shows Stephen falling from an exhaust blast in the wilderness as the UFO hovers above him.
That's awesome.
This is it.
Oh my god.
I want one so bad.
What?
It looks so cool, right? It's so cool.
So they are recognizing it.
They are recognizing
it. That's crazy.
Only 4,000 of these coins were made, and they were sold for $129 each.
Oh my god.
I low-key, high-key want one. Bad. Yeah. It's so cool looking, but
they're probably worth way more now.
I'm sure, because there's only 4,000 made. But that is the legend and mystery of the Falcon Lake Incident in the year of the UFO in Canada. No answers. And truly, I'm so conflicted. Like, I don't really think that man is lying. Like, maybe he exaggerated some things, but I don't really think he's lying, because why have they not released the papers?
No, exactly. And I say this every single time for alien stories. Like, I don't understand why anyone would lie about something like this.
Same. I just think it would be very extra.
Yeah.
And what, you have to just stick with this lie for the rest of your life?
Right, because I'll like every single time there's somebody who claims they've seen a UFO, they stick with it the rest of their life.
Yes. Like, I don't think there's ever been one UFO story we've told where when they die or getting close to the end of their life, they're like, actually, I'm a liar. Don't you think somebody would have said that by now?
Yeah. And I don't know, just the fact that they're adamant about it, and they also just try to spread the word, and they're like, guys, this is real.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
It's mind-boggling. Like, truly, it's crazy. But listen, I think he definitely saw a UFO that day. Yeah. Whether or not it was an alien or not, like, I think...
True, he saw something.
Because I was thinking, like, if he really was, like, those are actual human voices, like, it could just be, like, the military. That, like, maybe it's really not aliens, and that's why they haven't released the papers, but, like...
Could be.
Still, that means he saw something he was not supposed to see, honey.
Right.
And if they have that technology that can, like, burn you even standing close, that's crazy.
Right. And see, that's another thing. Like, I totally believe that these people aren't lying when they say they see UFOs, but is it the military? Right. That's like, the other question. Like, maybe it's not actually an alien, but I still don't think they're lying.
Exactly. So. I don't think any of these people are lying. I believe them, and I believe that that's what they believe they saw, even if they think they saw an alien.
Exactly.
Like,
and that's the same with this story. It's just
Stephen. I believe you, Stephen. I really do. Yeah. That's crazy. Well, definitely be sure, if you're not watching the video, to go check out the Instagram. We have many pictures to see this time. Much evidence.
Yes.
And also, I will say, I was seeing that this story is one of the most well documented alien stories of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, with the most evidence and like real stuff. So whether or not that's true, I'm sure they say it for many of them, but crazy. I wish an alien UFO would come see me. Aliens, if you're out there, come see me.
No,
come get me.
Come save us, guys.
Please, we need saving.
Maybe that's what it's telling us. That's a big change this year.
Aliens are coming to get us. Well, can they come get us live?
They're gonna be our supreme leaders. Can
they come get us live on air? Because that'd be so cool.
Only if you're nice.
Even if you're mean. I'm kidding. Well, I guess I don't really have much else for the people this week. What about you, Savannah?
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week if the aliens don't come and get us. You know, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Cue the music.